Gather round. It's time for your Real Estate Chalk Talk with the Hittner Group at Coldwell Banker Burnett. Listen closely as your coaches discuss the culture, the economy, and the political scene, and how it affects your home and your real estate investments. Your education begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're back. Welcome back to the program. This is your Real Estate Chalk Talk, and we're broadcasting live from the AM1280 studio in West St. Paul today, live and remote. And it is the Money segment program with Kelvin Kaemingk, the Money Man. You can reach him directly at 651-231-2500, 651-231-2500. Kelvin Kaemingk. Do you have any questions on this week?
I was in Mexico. I had a couple questions on some.
Okay.
You still have good band. A little bit. Some good colors. It's about getting old now. Yeah. So I'd probably go. I don't know what Sheila thinks of that.
She's talking with your wife. They're saying you guys both need to shave.
Probably. So, hey, just before we get into the money segment, I just want to ask, you talked earlier just about being crazy busy. This past week, I was still engaged a little bit. Everybody's crazy busy. So what's going on your side right now that you're seeing, Keith? And then I want to get into some examples of clients that we help that are closing here in April. So
what are we seeing?
Crazy busy, listing or buyers?
Both, listing and buying both. But I'd say probably what's most maddening to me, and I'll talk about my pet peeve. We had my girls cleaning on our last segment there, and they were talking some pet peeves about their cleaning houses. My pet peeve is agents, when I make an offer on a property, except for my buyer, yes, just sign it. Be done with it. All right, forget the negotiations. No. Let's go. Let's move forward. There's a lot of kind of delaying going on, and it's becoming very frustrating.
Is it delayed because they're hoping to get another offer?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. So, I've been looking for 4 months with certain clients of mine, and we've had some frustrating scenarios happen. We've gotten offers, we've failed because of inspection issues, etc. Right? So we're trying to give this guy a house. He has to close by the end of April, etc. So house pops on the market. We rush out there, and we actually schedule it for the next day. We move the showing up to the same day it came on the market because we knew this is a nice house. We got to jump on this thing fast. So we do that. I clear my schedule. It's nighttime. I got to take care of my kids. I got to get my wife said all that. It's a lot of juggling, right, to be able to do this. And for the client, they're rushing off of work, and we're doing all this stuff lickety split as fast as we can. We write the offer. We submit the offer. The sellers are available. I confirm prior to sending it. Sellers available? Yep. Can you talk to them tonight? Yep. Great. Get the offer over, and it's boy, you just got to think about it. Really, we offered $1,000 over the asking price. Literally, we offered $1,000 over the asking price. What's to think about? Well, they just have to think about it. So now we're going overnight. Like the house is very well prepped. They've been thinking about selling for a long time.
It's not a new idea.
This is not a new idea, and I'm giving you an offer that's $1,000 over the asking price. Yeah. That's maddening to me. It's very maddening. So that's my afternoon rant. It's a little bit frustrating out there because I feel like it's kind of game playing a little bit. Yeah. You wanted to sell your house here. We cleared schedules. We rushed to get it done, and we're doing it for you. So let's get going on it.
I'll give you another that's frustrating, and that is on the listing consumer side of that with the seller, where you bring the property on the market, you do your market analysis, you consider the conditions, the current market conditions when you price the property, and because the inventory is low, it sells quickly.
Right.
And suddenly the seller, what do they think, of course, because the selling process
price too low.
Wasn't painful enough. So they think it's priced too low, and actually it's priced exactly right.
Yep.
And so then a lot of times, a couple times this week, we've had that same thing. I want to think about it. They offered $7,000 over the asking price before the closing costs, on a vacant house. What's to think about?
Right, sign it up.
It's like, well, what are you going to do?
What does that make you guys think through, though, as your pricing is told? Do you then start to price them at the highest? I mean, I know that you kind of bracket where the price should be on the property. Do you kind of go towards that higher end, given the market and given the inventory?
I can talk to that right now a little bit. So the market that we're in right now, you definitely have the ability to get away with things that you otherwise couldn't in a different market. And you can get away with things like that you can't change. Let's say you have a challenging location, backing up to Cliff Road in Egan, or near an airport somewhere, or you have a challenging home style where it's say you have a tandem garage, or you have a 90-degree angle on your 2-story garage butts up to your house, or etc. You can get away with these things because inventory is suppressed, it's low, there's less to choose from. So homes like that would otherwise take a lot longer to sell, probably sell for a little less money in a different market, are able to be moved. So when you're looking at pricing, though, you still have to be very careful about how you price that property, because if it's not priced correctly, they will end up just going to that next option. And when you have a buyer walk in your door, you want that buyer to have wanted to come to the house, not had your house be at the bottom of the list, and now they've exhausted all of their other options.
And you're the last resort.
And you're the last resort. You want to be the one they rush to first. And so pricing, of course, preparation are things that go into that. But you have the ability to push the envelope with price, push the envelope with some of those challenging items, but still, you got to be careful with it.
One thing that you can't do, however, Keith is exactly right. Some structural things
Usually exactly right.
You can get away with, but it still has to be clean. It still has to be updated and ready to move into. That's where you're going to get your best dollar out of it. If you try to push the envelope from a pricing standpoint, and then the house is dirty, or it's not updated, or you've got some deferred maintenance items on the house, those kinds of things, people are still, they're not willing to pay top dollar, premium dollar for deferred maintenance items.
I just want to say this is Real Estate Chalk Talk. Log on to realestatechalktalk.com or give us a call, 612-627-8000. We're broadcasting live from Rack Shack Barbecue in West St. Paul. Come on in to West St. Paul Rack Shack Barbecue. Get yourself a free shake. 1731 South Robert Street in West St. Paul, just north of 494. You said deferred maintenance, Senior, and right now it's spring. Your home looks like it has a lot of deferred maintenance outside.
Thanks a lot.
So,
you're not talking about
your tree fell on your house. Your tree fell on your house the other day in that windy day we had, which is crazy. But most homes do. So I would say take an extra few days before you put your house on the market to spend some time on that exterior. Fresh mulch, trim back gnarly hedges, rake out the old leaves and the old grass from the lawn, throw some fertilizer down so in the next couple of weeks as we've been getting this rain, your lawn will green up a little bit. It's really important things to do, and you think, it's kind of chilly outside, I don't want to get on that stuff, but it's very important to do because a lot of people aren't doing it. I can tell you from experience, we're out there hitting the streets and looking at houses, so your home will be set apart by others. I went to one yesterday. I mean, fresh mold. It looked like they'd mowed the yard even already. Very nice exterior. And we looked at another house on the same day, very similar 4-level home. Nothing done on the outside, and the one that they liked was the one that had that great curb.
It doesn't present as well.
Doesn't present as well.
Well, and rates sure present right now, don't they?
They do. They do. I saw 375 again.
Yeah, and
right?
We had some that I noticed we locked this week at 3.625.
Some FHA stuff?
No, conventional as well. Too bad you locked at 4.5.
I know. Well, you guys get all that extra money, don't you? So I feel good about it because you get paid more.
That's great. Hey, last 2 minutes here, I just want to touch on, we can go into the next segment, talk a little bit about the April jobs report came out and it hit expectations. So there's nothing really odd of it other than unemployment went up. And Keith, you'll appreciate this. You know why the unemployment rate went up? It was because of that labor participation rate. Actually, people moving back into the market saying, hey, I'm looking for full-time work again. And that's a good thing for the economy. It makes people think that there's some job availability and stuff like that. But there's very slight movement in wage growth. We saw that in the report as well that came out. So the April jobs report, didn't really do a whole lot to move rates one way or the other. We did see that rates just continue to stay low based on oil, the markets, and again on Thursday before the job report, rates went up a little bit and then they came down significantly on Friday. So I'm looking forward to this first week.
Well, it's an awesome time to have rates be low. It's one of our busiest times of the year. About 70% of the real estate that's sold in our metro area here is done over the course of the next 3 to 4 months. throughout the year. So we're going to be hitting it hard, and to have those rates be where they're at right now, it's going to be a crazy spring and summer, man.
It is. 15-year, if somebody's looking and they've paid on their mortgage for a while, I'd love them to get into a 15-year mortgage, and you're talking about 3% rates now in 15 years.
Wow.
Again,
Senior.
Ridiculous.
Still doesn't make sense for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't make sense. Okay, so we got to head out to break. This is the bottom of the first hour. We're going out to break. We're going to have news, and then we'll be back. This is your Real Estate Chalk Talk. Call us 612-627-8000. 612-627-8000. That's the number to call. That's the one you're going to have to see. RealEstateChalkTalk.com.
Good.